All right, here's what I want to do is just show you how to convert your leaf hinge that you created into an actual movable animated object. So to do that, we have to create an assembly. So this is actually just 3 parts. This tab is called a Part Studio. In Part Studios, you do that. You create parts. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. I could rename these parts if I wanted to, like left, right, and pin, and so forth. But again, this is just for creating parts. To do an assembly, you just click in the plus sign and hit Create Assembly, or a lot of times it gives you a blank assembly down here. Let's do this. Create an assembly. Now, I need to insert my parts. I'm going to click Insert. And here's my Part Studio, and underneath are the individual parts. So I'm going to need that, and the pin. Now I click OK, and there they are. Now the problem is that they're not really fixed together. I could pull them apart, and that's not what we want to do. We want to actually make it so that we can kind of glue it together, so to speak, or assemble it and watch it operate. Okay, so I am going to pull all those parts apart, and let's put them together. First thing I want to do is I'm going to select one of the hinges, and I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to use the Fix command. Fix. Fix just makes it so I can't move it. The other ones, I can go up, down, right, left, and so forth. This one, it doesn't give me that command. It's fixed in space. Next, I want to assemble these two together. To do that, I'm going to use the different mate commands, they're called. The one I'm going to use for this is the, the revolve mate. So I'm going to click on that. And now, I'm going to just kind of click on that outer edge, and you see the little thing that appears here? This is the location where it's going to kind of pin these together. So I'm going to click here, and now I'm going to click on this one here. And boom, you can see that it put them together like that. And now it has this really cool where you can animate to see what that command will do. And that shows how that revolve mate is used with this. Now I'm going to hit Accept. And this, you can just close it. And next, I'm going to put the pin on. For the pin, there's a couple different ways you can do this, but I'm going to use instead of the revolve mate, I'm going to use the slider mate. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on this end here, and I want it to align with this part of the barrel here. And now if I hit the animate button, you can kind of see how that works. Looks good. And again, that animate button is just kind of a preview button. Now if I click, oh, I have to close this. Now if I click on this, I still get this command that allows me to move it. I can't move it in any other direction. See, it doesn't move. But I can move it in the direction that that mate, the slider mate, allows. So the last thing I want to do is now pin this thing down. To do that, I'm going to use the Fasten mate. I'm going to select that center, and I want to fasten it to that center there. And there it is. Now, watch this. I fixed this end here. Now I can grab this end, and I can move it, just like